Well, Ben Waine is going to have to be a Wellington Phoenix player for a wee bit longer. We've applied for many jobs and not received a single interview. So I think this man is going to have to sit in the Phoenix for at least half a season. But, to be fair to him, he's basically gained the experience of having a new team, because we've made so many signings and so many sales that he may as well have moved to a different club. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 6th episode of the FM22 Waine Train series with me, Raxel FM, where today we are playing our first league game against Western Sydney Wanderers, and it is already taking place. Yes, my recording did mess up, so I am pausing the game halfway through and acting like I didn't record it, and it's all a part of the plan, because it is a part of the plan. And we are going over all the transfers we have done in the off-season. We have made some really good ones as well. If you guys are excited for that, please make sure you do smash the like button, as well as subscribing to the Raxel FM YouTube channel so you don't miss daily-ish Football Manager content. It's not daily-ish, I don't know why I keep saying that. It's just random content whenever I feel like it. 1, 2, 3 times a week, because you like it. And can we please smash 10 likes to celebrate being at the start of the new season with some awesome signings. And I'm not going to go over it much further. Then just starting to go over the actual signings. The first player that we brought in was Anthony Caceres, a brilliant central midfield option, and actually a pretty nailed-on starter in my opinion. £1.1 thousand per week as well. Obviously coming in on a free. All of these players came in on a free, and he's already played really well in the FFA Cup. Yeah, stoked with him. Great signing. Brilliant midfielder. Only 30 years of age as well, so not bad at all. In terms of players released at the end of the last season, Louis Fenton's the only player to talk about. Only made 3 appearances last year. Not needed in the team anymore. So long, mate. In terms of the players we got rid of at the start of this year, Mog, Ott, 2 youngsters, and Piscopo. Now, I didn't mean to get rid of Piscopo. What happened was, at the start of last season, I knew his contract was expiring. So I negotiated a contract for him. I think I just actually negotiated the contract for that year again by mistake instead of the actual future for when his contract expired. So I didn't get any notifications saying that he was going to expire. And then he just expired. And he wasn't interested in talking to us. So now he's at Perth Glory. We have made a replacement. I would have preferred to just keep him around. So, absolutely gutted with that. And he has left the club. In terms of signings, ignore those other players that we've released, because I'll talk about them in just a second. We have made quite a number. But first, the actual sale that we've made. Nicholas Pennington, £53,000. Not bad. Just knew he wasn't going to make appearances this year. Good player, but yeah, not making any appearances. So, cashing in on him. Dario Vidicic, the second signing that we've made. Very good central midfield, cam, striker, right winger, versatile player. £625 per week. Comes in on free, obviously. Yeah, really good signing. And also, actually, been at the Knicks in the past. So, great to see him coming back. Next player is a pretty impressive one. Dale Stephens. He played in the Premier League last year, and he's now come to the Wellington Phoenix. He's got experience at Brighton, Burnley, Championship, all the way down to the Vanderama National and North Leagues, which is awesome to see. And now he's here. Great stats across the board. Only 33. Locked down for a 1-year contract, hoping we can extend that if we are still at the Knicks. He's now our vice captain as well. Really good signing. Absolutely stoked with it. Already proven to be a great asset. Yeah, I think this is one of the better signings. £3.4 thousand a week. Not bad at all either. Jackson Irvine, £3.1 thousand per week. An Australian though. Really good signing. Absolutely stoked with it. Comes in from the Bundesliga 2 last year. Experience in the Championship. Yeah, just a great signing. 3.5-star current ability. Great stats across the board. Great partner. Gets next to Stevens. And can do everything in that midfield. You love to see it. Can't complain. Another mental signing though. Martin Kelly. I wasn't expecting to sign him, and I wasn't expecting to bring in another Premier League player from last season. Mate, we are making great signings. He's going to start as a centre-back. I did actually have the option to get this man or Kelly. It is... Oh, no, I've misspelled Tompkins. How do you spell Tompkins? Tompkins? Is it Tom? Or is it just Tompkins? Just Tompkins. Okay, this man, James Tompkins, also from Crystal Palace, but the edge that Kelly had was that he had played in the Prem last year, whereas he was over in Greece, Tompkins, and Tompkins wanted slightly more for less years, and that made me think, maybe Kelly is the better of the two options, and I'm absolutely stoked with it. £4,600 per week as well. A very hefty fee. Our most highest earning player in the club, but statistically, he is great, and I think he's going to be an awesome player for the Phoenix for 2 seasons. Tommy Juric, a player we signed and a player that is gone. And this is another mistake. I registered the team, and he wasn't in it. And when you register the team and someone's not in it, you just release them automatically. So he's not at the club. Would have been a good option, but no. He's probably stoked about it though, because now he's being paid £5,000 per week, and he's getting paid about £1,000 per week at us. So gutted. But the final player we brought in, a pretty good signing, Solomon Kalou. Another world-class experienced player who was coming into the A-League, and he's just come back from the Brazilian League, done a really good job there. Well, 1 goal, so not great, but still has really good stats. 19 penalty taking is one of the highlights, and some physical stats that are very average, but technical and mental, they're still very good. 97 appearances for Ivory Coast. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this signing. It's not quite Piscopo, but I think it's a pretty good one. And we have a very good set of international players now, I would say. In terms of the registration, it is Kelly, Niederminer, then Stevens, and Kalou, and David Bull. I'd say they're all nailed on starters. Really good use of our young, well not young, outside of New Zealand and Australia players. Really good use. But now we are having to use this team for our first game of the season. And as I said, my recording has messed up and the audio wasn't working. So we are in the middle of it with this squad, and that is because all of these players have been called up for the World Cup, which is starting, I think, in like 3 days' time. So next episode will be an interesting one with New Zealand, but this is not great for us. Yeah. Losing Grant, Rufer, Tim Payne, Ollie Sale, Clayton Lewis, Sutton, and Ben Wayne. Ben Wayne being the main player that we're missing. But we're doing alright so far. We're leading this game 1-0, but there is other things that we need to go over before we jump back into that game, and that is our FFA Cup journey. Unfortunately, not quite enough to get to the final. Losing 3-1 to Western United, who didn't even win it. Would have loved to have gone that for the reputation boost to be able to go to a new club. By the way, I literally have just been going to the job centre and applying for every single job that comes up, and no one has even given me an interview. It's not good. But I just reckon 1 more year at the Knicks and we'll be able to move on. Especially now that the board has finally said yes to me studying for my pro coaching license. So that should give us a reputation boost and help us get into some serious conversations with bigger clubs. Absolutely stoked about that. And lastly, New Zealand. We will go over the proper team that I've selected for the World Cup in a moment, well, after this game. But since last time we saw each other, we've drawn to USA and lost to Australia. But this loss to Australia was a 2-0 lead to start with, and then in the 70th minute, I basically just subbed on all the reserves because I was like, mate, we've won this game, and it went downhill. But we have done a great job of showing that we can compete against some really decent teams. So I feel kind of optimistic about the World Cup, but Brazil and Netherlands are always going to be difficult. But of course, that's coming in the next episode. Don't miss that. Subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Yeah, pretty good for New Zealand and pretty good for the Knicks. Great signings, great team. A lot of these players would be starting, but this is what we started this game with. Bull, Kalou, Old, Caceres, Irvine, Stevens, McGarry, Niederminer, Kelly, Elliott, and Paulson, with not even all of our subs available. And we're currently winning 1-0. It was Kelly that actually scored the goal, and I've realised I'm in the middle of making tactical changes, and I think that there was just a chance that I missed. Sorry. Oh well. Niedermeiner's coming off, Laws is coming on, and it was an absolute banger from Kelly. I will show you it as soon as this game ends, and also then I will show you the changes that were made to the New Zealand team for the World Cup, because of course that team is selected now. But we're focusing on this game right now. It has not been a walk in the park so far. We've actually been kind of dominated, but right now looking like the better of the two sides. I've had to make some serious tactical changes, because at the start I think they had about 9 shots to our 0. Now we're back into it. But even the stats do show that we're not really the dominant force here. Kelly with the banger though put us ahead. And we could be going back-to-back in goal-scoring fashion with Vidicic running in, playing it into Old. Kalu's there, and Ball somehow scrambles it over the line. And that has got to be the first win of the season. That is lucky, and this game in general has been really lucky. We have not deserved this at all, but it looks like we're going to get the win. I'm going to bring Kalu off as my last substitute, Randall to come on. And we're just going to be very happy that we have gotten lucky today. As you can see by the stats, we don't really deserve this win. Probably not even by 1 goal. 2 goals is incredibly generous. But I will take it, and we will run with it, and we will be thrilled to start the season with potentially a clean sheet and 3 points. McGarry moving the ball forward into Randall. Stevens, Caceres could get one more opportunity to make it 3-0. That would be very flattering, wouldn't it? David Ball, he makes it 3-0. We are a good football team, and it is proven by the fact that even when we're not playing well, even when we don't have our best players, by the way, Western Sydney Wanderers are missing no players for the World Cup. This is their best team. We're still winning football matches, and it shows a bit of class. I'm so happy that you guys have gotten to see the good part of this game, because it was nervy at the start. A 3-0 win to start the season, a double for David Bull. Great performance all round. Chuffed. Absolutely chuffed. Could not be more happy with that. Caceres with a double assist on his debut as well. He's gotten a lot of goal contributions in the FFA Cup. 2 goals and an assist. Now 2 assists in the league. He looks like the new Clayton Lewis. Speaking of Clayton Lewis, actually, he is not happy at all. He is running down his contract. He does not want to re-sign, so we're trying to sell him as soon as possible. What did I say I was going to show you? Oh yeah, I'm going to have to simulate forward quickly so that I can show you this goal, because they don't let you watch the game back if it's the same thing, which is stupid. But we'll watch just the first goal, because obviously you witnessed the other ones. But this is the quality that Kelly brings to the table. A centre back, yes, but a goal scoring machine as well. Apparently comes out to Old into Caceres, back to Kelly, bang, and that is why we pay him £4,600 per week. And now, to end this episode, before we move on to the World Cup in tomorrow's episode, well, or whenever the episode comes out, we're going to have to tell you who's in the national team, I guess. So let's go to inbox, go select. Is that going to give me it? Is that giving me the New Zealand? No, it does. No, it does. It does. Here we go. This is the New Zealand national team. Stefan Marinovic gets into the team. Oli Sale and Tanzev. No Paulson, unfortunately. We got Michael Boxall, Liberato Kakache, Nico Kerwin, Tim Payne, P. Naka, as well as Winston Reid and Sam Sutton. Joe Bell, Garbutt, Clayton Lewis, Macau, Rojas, Alex Rufer, Sarpreet Singh, Stamenic, Stensness, Ryan Thomas and Bill Tuiloma make up the midfield, with Ben Waine and Chris Wood as our starters up front. And I have a feeling the team at its best capacity is going to look... See, now I have to quickly edit it. It's going to look, because I rotated it for the Australian game, remember? Something like this, I would say. Chris Wood, Ben Waine, Singh, Thomas, Bell, Stamenic, Kerwin, Reid, Tuiloma, Kakache, Sale. Actually, it will be Payne out there. I think that is a really good team, to be honest. I don't see any issues with that. It's whether or not it will be good enough to beat some serious big boys. But we will find out that information in the next episode, which will be, of course, in the World Cup. No more transfers coming your way. Hopefully, there will be some job interviews at some point. But I don't think I really want a job right now. I would want one during January transfer window, because otherwise we can't bring Ben Waine across straight away. And that is kind of the entire point of the save. So Ben Waine, by the way, three goals in the FFA Cup. Doing well. Not being able to play his first A-League game, but I'm sure he's going to be scoring some serious goals next year. And I'm sure we're going to be having a very good year in the A-League again if that first game is anything to go off. So no A-League games for a while, just the World Cup. We'll come back for the World Cup, and then I'll probably simulate all the way to the January transfer window to see if we can get a new job. For now, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed it, smash the like button as well as subscribing to the Rax FM YouTube channel so you don't miss the Football Manager content coming your way. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Is it definitely? It's definitely recording. It's definitely recorded.